Hi, I've been talking to a lot of families this past couple weeks who are hitting the point in the school year when they're wondering if things are going to go up or down. This has to do with getting through the transitions, whether it's moving on to middle school or high school, having a new teacher, just growing up as a young person. And it's hit all of the different categories. So, students who have ADHD, anxiety, depression, chronic health conditions, or any combination of the above are showing up at school and navigating what all of their peers are navigating, but they're navigating another set of things that impact their physical and mental health or both. So they are using energy and strategies and making sense of the world around something that's going on inside of them in a school system where they also are taking in new information about math and science and learning how to be critical thinkers and sort fact from fiction, how to navigate the social dynamics, make new friends, live in a changing body, all of these things. And these parents have been concerned. Their students, in some cases, are doing fine, but are having new behavior incidents they never had, or are starting to have feelings of not the warmest feeling about school, maybe wanting to avoid, or just used to be positive and are not. Or they're bringing home work that they don't understand. It's creating a lot of stress and anxiety. And so the conversation I'm having is around a Did you know that if your child has suspected ADHD, anxiety, depression, a chronic medical condition, you can work with the school to create what's called a Section 504 plan? So these are plans that are legally protected, and the goal is to create access to the learning for your student. So what I come is I want these all to be win-win. I want the school to be able to reasonably implement them and sustain them. And most importantly, I want your child, whether they are young, they're middle school, they're high school, or anywhere on that continuum, to feel whole and complete. I want this to be a strengths-based plan that starts with who they are, how they see the world, what they are able to do, and it builds accommodations from there. All too often we get into school meetings and we wait until a problem has built up, whether it's a child that's have a lot of behavior issues or is failing a class or at risk of failing or just underperforming, in the words of adults. And we wait until that meet to then try and solve a problem. Yes, if we approach school from a more strengths-based perspective, we would know that we should put some things in place before it becomes a problem. It's true for us as adults. Wouldn't you rather build something in your work environment, home life, that is about addressing and building on your strengths and aptitudes and not having a series of conversations to problem solve or untangle? It's the same thing for kids. In fact, it's probably more amplified for kids because whatever age they are, 5 or 15, they are going through some massive physical and mental developments. Know that. So we could build plans that based on that. And that's what I do. I work on accommodations with the student and the family and the school so that that student can thrive. And guess what? Teachers find that the right accommodations are excellent and easy to put in place, and oftentimes they put them in place for a larger number of students. So not only is your student, your child, benefiting, getting what she they need to access school, but actually it's changing the system for the better. It's bringing a classroom or a school system into place to really understand things like ADHD or anxiety or the unseen parts of any of those conditions and what students, teens, children, what they're all balancing and navigating. So that's why I created 504 plans that work. And my first course, which is called Your Child's Best Year Yet, Crafting 504 Plans That Work, is a quick entry to what are 504 plans, what are accommodations, the mind needed to actually create accommodations that are strengths-based, and some practical exam worksheets. So if you're interested, check